From the newsroom of Presque newspapers at the corner of 3rd and Erie in Rogers City, this is Peter Jakey with a preview of the headlines from this week's edition of the Presque County Advance. On the front page, construction crews have been busy in Rogers City as $3,771,000 in sewer and $3,098,000 in water system improvements have started. MacArthur Construction began clearing right-of-way off of Cedar Street to Evergreen west of US 23 last week, cleared the area and prepared the site of the new water tower to be constructed this fall, and actually began assembling some piping to go in the ground. MacArthur was responsible for clearing the site for the new 400,000-gallon water storage tank, as well as placing a new main along the ditch between South 7th and South 6th Streets. The tank will replace the 83-year-old $150,000 tank that exists on Doris Lane. The new tank is needed because it is suggested that enough water to be stored in the tank to make it through one day of usage should a problem arise. The new tank will be 10 feet taller than the existing one and will increase water pressure and fire flow. Also on the front page, a panel discussion at UAW Family Education Center met Monday afternoon to discuss Michigan's new green economy and green jobs with U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow as a keynote speaker. The panel included stakeholders from business, education and training, labor, environmental, and community organizations. The meeting included discussions by experts on policy, green job creation and workforce development, civic engagement and education, and sustainable development. We all know that what is needed is a comprehensive energy policy in this country that gets us off foreign oil, creates jobs at home, and really creates what I believe is the next jobs revolution, said Stabenow in her 20-minute speech. November Requiem, the documentary completed for the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Carl D. Bradley, has added another honor as it received an award for the best documentary at the Grand Rapids Film Festival last weekend. The festival is a family-friendly film festival in its second year. Films from across the globe made up the 144 submissions to the festival, and 58 of them were chosen as award winners. More than 20 filmmakers from around the country joined their films at this year's festival. Brian Bellinger, director and music composer, and David Peterson, editor, were at the festival representing November Requiem on the awards night. Earlier this summer, the documentary was honored with 2 Emmy Awards, one for Best Documentary and one for Best Music Score at the 32nd Annual Michigan Emmy Awards. In sports, Rogers City hosts Boyne City in a rare Thursday evening football game, with the Hurons looking for their first win of the season. They lost 21-8 to Hillman last Friday. The Huron volleyball team was in action last weekend, competing in the tough Inland Lakes Invitational, where they did make it out of pool play. Posen Vikings rolled to their first win of the season, 58-0, and will travel to play Akron Fairgrove on Thursday. We have all these stories plus results from the Rogers City cross-country teams in a packed sports section. Also in this edition is a Posen Potato Festival preview listing all the events for the upcoming Potato Festival. Read all about the September 10 through 12 festival in this week's edition of the Advance. Presque County Advance is on area newsstands this afternoon with all these stories and much more. For subscription information, call the Advance at 734-2105 and check us out online at piadvance.com. This is Peter Jakey, managing editor of Presque Newspapers, reporting.